In the murky waters of finance, something intriguing is brewing, and it is the currency strutting around, promising freedom, wealth, and a whole new way to handle cash. But let's not kid ourselves. Beneath that shiny exterior, there's a darker truth lurking. Today, we're diving into the enigma of Bitcoin, a tale brimming with ambition, tricks, and one burning question. Is Bitcoin the biggest financial scam of our time? Bitcoin likes to call itself digital gold, and boy, it has caught the eye of many. Born amid the chaos of the 2008 financial crisis, it quickly became a beacon of hope for those disillusioned by the banking system. But what's the real scoop on Bitcoin? Is it a game-changing currency or just a sleek ruse? Let's dig into its charm and the unsettling reality that might be hiding just beneath the surface. Bitcoin is a decentralized currency, meaning it doesn't dance to the tune of governments or central banks. With a cap of 21 million coins, it promises scarcity. But here's the juicy question. Does scarcity really mean value? Bitcoin's worth hinges on a wobbly belief that someone will pay more for it tomorrow than today. In the wild world of cryptocurrency, this sums up speculative trading perfectly. Investors aren't merely buying, they're betting big, hoping the next buyer will cough up even more cash. This leads to a roller coaster market where prices can skyrocket and plummet in mere hours, leaving many scratching their heads over what this digital asset is really worth. And let's not forget, history has shown us plenty of times when things got wildly overpriced, fueled by hype instead of real value. Remember the tulip mania in the 1600s? Tulips went from being pretty flowers to status symbols, with prices soaring until they crashed, leaving financial chaos in their wake. At one point, a single bulb cost as much as a house. Talk about a bad investment. So, could Bitcoin be today's tulip, just a fleeting mirage of wealth? As we watch its dizzying ups and downs, we have to wonder, are we witnessing another speculative bubble forming? While some see Bitcoin as the future of finance, others warn it might just be a passing fad, like those tulip bulbs that dazzled 17th century investors. History teaches us to question our financial dreams when faced with irrational excitement. Let's draw a line in the sand between investing and speculating. Investing is about putting your money into things expected to grow in value due to real qualities, while speculation is about guessing what people think the market will do next. True investments create value over time, like stocks in companies that make actual products. These companies produce goods people need and can stay profitable even when the going gets tough. They generate cash flow, meaning they can keep the lights on even during a market crash. But here's the kicker, Bitcoin has none of that solid backing. It's a digital currency without any physical assets or businesses behind it, relying solely on what people are willing to pay. That's a shaky foundation. With no profits or real assets, just a shared belief in its future worth, Bitcoin's speculative nature leads to wild price swings, driven by market emotions and the latest headlines. As we explore deeper, we stumble upon a world of manipulation and deceit. Beneath Bitcoin's shiny surface lies a playground for some folks looking to take advantage of others, creating a scene filled with die-hard fans and those chasing quick riches. The crypto community, with its fervent supporters, often touts Bitcoin as a financial revolution, claiming it can democratize wealth. But let's be real, the reality is tougher than it seems. The market is a breeding ground for fraud and manipulation. With little regulation, cryptocurrency is a prime target for scams. Practices like pump and dump schemes leave unsuspecting investors holding the bag when the music stops. Just think about the FTX collapse or the horror stories of people losing their life savings to crypto scams. The FTX fiasco shows how fortunes can vanish overnight, leaving behind a trail of despair. The FBI has reported billions lost to crypto fraud, a shocking wake-up call about the risk lurking in this unregulated space. With so much cash lost to scams, the credibility of the entire cryptocurrency universe is shaken, raising serious safety concerns for everyday investors. And what about regulation? As cryptos like Bitcoin gain popularity, we really need some ground rules to keep things in check. Governments are scrambling to figure out how to manage this wild west of finance. From the US to Europe and Asia, regulators are tightening their grips on cryptocurrencies. This includes anti-money laundering rules and know-your-customer regulations to combat illegal activities. The illusion of privacy that Bitcoin once promised is fading fast. Once thought to be anonymous, Bitcoin transactions are becoming easier to trace. Law enforcement is developing tools to monitor Bitcoin movements, which undermines the very privacy that attracted many in the first place. Could it be that the very forces Bitcoin sought to escape are now its greatest threat? Originally designed to operate outside traditional systems, Bitcoin risks having regulations stifle its innovation. Ironically, the rules meant to protect investors might snuff out the freedoms that drew them to Bitcoin in the first place. Now let's talk about celebrity endorsements. Stars like Matt Damon and Kim Kardashian have hopped on the Bitcoin bandwagon, touting it as a golden opportunity of a lifetime. But here's the kicker. These celebs often profit handsomely from their endorsements. Are we just pawns in a much larger game, manipulated by those who stand to gain the most? While these endorsements spark excitement, they might not have everyday investors' best interest at heart, highlighting the need for serious scrutiny. Bitcoin's volatility is the stuff of legends. Its price swings have become famous, captivating and worrying investors all at once. From dizzying highs of $64,000 in 2021 to a plummet to just $17,000 a year later. It's a roller coaster ride that leaves many breathless. Such wild fluctuations create uncertainty, making it tough for investors to determine what their assets are really worth. Is this truly the hallmark of a reliable currency? The unpredictability raises vital questions about Bitcoin's role as a stable medium of exchange. Skepticism is growing among investment heavyweights. Big-name investors like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger have likened Bitcoin to a speculative mania, a bubble just waiting to burst. Their views reflect a broader unease in the investment community, suggesting that the hype surrounding Bitcoin could lead to significant financial losses. And they're not alone. The chorus of caution is getting louder, urging investors to take a step back and consider the risk before diving into the crypto world. There are even whispers that Bitcoin operates like a Ponzi scheme. Critics argue its structure resembles notorious scams, where returns for early investors come from the money of newcomers. When early investors profit at the expense of latecomers, how different is that from a classic scam? This raises serious questions about Bitcoin's sustainability and the ethics of its promotion. The promise of returns creates a dependency cycle that crashes when new investments dry up. As the flow of new investors slows, the entire system could crumble, leaving many with substantial losses. So what does the future hold for Bitcoin? If the bubble bursts, as many suspect, what will happen to the millions who've placed their hopes and dreams in this digital currency? History shows that high-risk investments often lead to catastrophic losses, echoing the fates of past financial bubbles. Finally, let's tackle the big elephant in the room, the glaring lack of real-world use for Bitcoin. Despite all the hype, Bitcoin is rarely used for legal transactions. Most folks treat it like an investment, holding on for future gains. Without practical use, can we really call it a currency? As we peel back the layers of Bitcoin, the truth becomes clearer. The lure of quick cash and financial freedom draws many in. Yet the reality is real with risk, speculation, and potential disaster. While it seems to promise a bright new future, countless investors are left scratching their heads and questioning their choices. The dream of wealth often turns into a nightmare, leaving many with empty pockets and shattered dreams. Is Bitcoin truly the future of finance, or the scam of the century? The enticing and promise of profit mask a deeper truth: the looming threat of a financial system built on speculation and hype collapsing. Thank you for joining us on this journey as we continue to unravel the fascinating world of finance where dreams and disasters often collide. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay in the loop, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss an update. Your support helps us bring you more insightful content. Until next time, see you in our next video.